Yes, we are back on the YouTubes. Chuck, Jimbo, Retro Game Hall. You know what? I always hype the show. You know what? You fucking hype it this time. I'm tired of doing this. I'm gonna take a break.
Oh shit. Well, I guess you're gonna leave them all on me.
Yep.
That's fucked up. Well, as he was saying, welcome to the greatest show on the fucking internet. I mean, if you haven't been watching, what the fuck have you been doing? You know, click off of X videos, stop the U-porn, all of that. Just Retro Game Hall, Retro Game Lounge. That's all you need to do. Just click that shit. I mean, enough said.
Okay, I want to be on TV again. Okay, so like Chuck was saying, yeah, dude. I mean, this is the craziest fucking show on the internet. I mean, at the very least, this is the craziest retro gaming show. I mean, look around. I mean, it's just like, it's like being a nerd is awesome. Like, this is a really good time to be a nerd, I think, especially to be a retro game nerd. All right. So what kind of show is this, man? Well, quite frankly, dude, this is the only show on the internet where it is perfectly acceptable to say rocket launcher. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, I know we hype the crap out of this every single time, but man, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story here. This is absolutely truth. When Chuck came into the room here, we were sitting down to go over the games. He took a look at the box that I had laid before him that is laid out, our little spread right here on the table that you guys can't see because if we showed it to you, it'd be totally anticlimactic and we're not going to fucking do that.
It really will be.
His reaction was like,
dang.
That's exactly what he said. We didn't rehearse that. That is exactly what he said. And I was like, I told you. Because I told him I had even more than last month. And dude, last month, we were up at like a 10, at least. I mean, we had that motherfucker, you know, fucking RPMs revving and shit.
We're at 11 now.
Yeah, dude, we're taking it a whole new level. Like, I don't even think 11's gonna be enough. I think we might even have to go to like a 13.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to make marks.
Yeah.
Make our own hash marks to turn that down.
Yeah, man, just get there with a Sharpie on your hand, like, 13, there we go, that's right.
That's right.
Alright, so, as always here on Retro Game Lounge, or Retro Game, I'm mixing up, I don't even know the name of my own fucking show. What, we're in the Retro Game Lounge, but this is Retro Game Hall? Hall. And I'm Jimbo, and you're Chuck.
Yes, I'm Chuck.
Okay, and we're on the internet.
And they're them.
And they're them. And they're them. And they're here with us.
What's up, them?
Hey, what's up, them? Hey!
Hey, get more thems.
Yeah, we're a we. You guys are a you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so we should probably get on with our show.
We should. But you guys should be watching and telling your friends.
About we.
About we.
Yeah. And not Nintendo Wii, but we. W-E.
And then we can be an us together.
Yes. It's all about... We're an us.
Us.
So, first and foremost, as always on this show, we got a two-parter. Why? Because...
fuck it, that's why.
Because, yeah, look, you know what?
We're crazy!
Yes, we're crazy. We're manic. Because we don't... There's so much awesome shit that we're gonna throw on you in this. We can't fit it into one video. Not without, like, a permit from, like, the universe or something, or the fucking Dragon Balls, or something. I don't know, like the Force. I don't know. We can only fit in one because it's a rule.
It's a rule.
Why are we still talking about it?
Metachlorians, I don't fucking know.
Why don't we just talk about the games?
Let's get to it.
Alright, let's do the games. Now! Let's go! So, Chuck, well... there's no real way to say this other than, I think it's time for, you know what?
You know what?
I think you know. I mean, I know what. Do you know what?
Rapid fire!
Rapid fire!
Bigfoot, Super Tennis, Centipede, Cat Trap. I actually used to own this one when I was younger, and it's actually a really fun game. I know it looks really weird, but it's actually kind of cool. Next up, we got the game that's pretty much about Chuck and I's youth. Bad and Rad. Skate or Die.
Skate or die.
Okay, so now that we got Rapid Fire out of the way, I think we might want to fucking throttle the hyperdrive back a little bit, man, because we got box games.
Yeah.
So if you want to throttle it back for me.
You gotta take it back a little bit.
I was worried there for a minute.
I know, we almost went plaid.
I mean, dude, we could have, you know, freaking bounced into a star or hit a supernova or something like that. All kinds of weird shit can happen. This isn't a joke. This is serious. So, we have a quartet of boxed NES games. Quartet. Really, the only time you say that is when you're talking about, like, barbershops.
Very true.
Yeah. You don't really use that anymore.
No, not so much.
First up, we got one of my favorites. Used to own this one, Kung Fu Heroes, man. Very underrated co-op game, and this thing is a lot of fun to grab a partner and play with. Just a silly kind of stage-driven kind of beat-em up type of thing where your guy's name, what is your name? Your name is Jackie and Lee. Okay, yeah, and they're bald Asian, bald Asian kids.
They're like little Krillins. So you're little Krillins.
They really are. They do. Oh, you think they do the Destructo Disc?
That would be awesome if they did.
That would really be awesome. So, yeah, seriously, guys, this is a really fun game. I highly recommend this one, especially if you can get it boxed, because it's such a neat looking box. Look at that. It's so cute.
I mean,
Baby Kung Fu.
double Krillin.
Double Krillin. So last month you saw me get the loose card of RBI Baseball, and by sheer coincidence this time I got it complete in box for such a low price I just couldn't turn it down. Getting a gray card Tenjin complete in box, not easy to do. Those are definitely a little bit unusual, and definitely on the up and up on price. And this is one of the few sports games for the NES that actually holds water. This is before sports games started to suck. Back then they actually did them correctly.
The box is in pretty good condition too.
I know, this is actually one of my better boxes too.
Sharp edges, very nice. Being that this is in such great condition, it should probably be in some kind of protective packaging.
You mean like one from retroprotection.com?
Exactly.
Okay, next up we got one. This one is so awesome. Like, seriously, alright, we got Infiltrator. And this game is actually kind of fun, but I'll tell you what, this game is actually extra important to me for one specific reason. I'm going to read this to you verbatim off the back of the box. Good luck, McGibbets. The fate of the world is in your hands. You're Captain Johnny Jimbo, baby. McGibbets, the Infiltrator. Ace helicopter pilot, ballistics expert, rock star, motorcycle racer, and all-around good guy. You're basically the 8-bit Buckaroo Banzai. And his name is Jimbo.
Well, no, technically it's Jimbo Baby.
That's fine. Jimbo baby. No, I'm totally okay with that. And last but certainly not least, we got Quattro for Quattro Adventure. So I guess that's a quartet too. Yeah, we got a quartet of NES games on one cartridge.
But with the Latin flair.
Quattro. Yeah, with Quattro. Like Audi.
Well, the
Quattro.
No, so you just went to a whole different country.
Oh, sorry.
But it's all right. But they got it out. Yeah, Audi works.
Audi, yeah. Why not? So in this one we got Boomerang Kid, Super Robin Hood, Treasure Island Dizzy, who's that weird egg-shaped dude, and Linus Spacehead. I don't know anything about these games other than that the graphics, as you see on your screen right now, they actually look pretty good, considering that this is an unauthorized game. It's not officially approved by Nintendo. It doesn't have the seal on it. I don't know. I mean, it might be kind of cool to check out.
It might be cool, but I'm just, I haven't played it.
So don't hate it.
I'm trying not to.
Haven't played it, don't hate it.
There's a fucking thing that says Yoke Folk Shop. I mean,
I don't know what that is.
That's leaving a bad taste in my mouth right there.
It could be awesome, though. I don't know.
Alright, guys, let me know what you think. Or I'll let you know. I might crack into this piece of shit. I don't know.
So next up, we got my only boxed Super NES game, and damn, we got a good one this time, dude.
Excellent.
UN Squadron, the classic from Capcom, man. Probably, in my opinion, the best side-scrolling shooter that Capcom has ever made, especially for a console.
It's definitely up there, without a doubt.
It is.
Without a doubt.
It's like the side-scrolling Raiden, as far as like the quality of the game, and
I'll give you that.
Raiden's numero uno.
I'll give you that.
The power-ups are cool. You can get different jets, play as different pilots who have like different attributes and everything like that. There's a variety of missions. You're not just going forward. You do bombing raids and everything. I mean, this is excellent. This is a top-flight game. This is Capcom being Capcom and just putting out a fucking AAA game.
Doing it right.
Next up, we actually have a sealed Game Boy Advance game. We got Capcom Classics Mini Mix. Dude, you have a trio of badassery on this one. I mean,
there's hot shit.
If Bionic Commando isn't enough for you, then you got Strider Hiryu. And if that isn't enough, guys, Mighty Final Fight.
And if that's not enough, fuck you, you're selfish. But it's cool. It's cool. We don't judge. We don't judge.
I think Mighty Final Fight probably sold them.
It better.
Because that's like a freaking $200.
I mean, what more do you want?
And you can play it on your Retron 5. So next up, we have a Sega Genesis game. This is one I've been after for a while, as I absolutely love this franchise, man. Blaster Master 2. I have never played this one. Didn't have a Genesis as a kid. Didn't know anyone with a Genesis who had this game. Love Blaster Master. Love the franchise, man. It's so freaking awesome. I wish they would bring it back on like Xbox Live Arcade or something like that and do it fucking right. Like update it like they do with Bionic Commando and shit and Russian Attack and just give us an upgraded version of the original game. God, it'd be so awesome. Because it was basically like Metroid with a car. You know, I mean, but you could get out of the car. But anyways, this is missing the manual, so I still got to track that down, but it is cool to have the box and the game. Cannot wait to throw this one in the Retron 5 and check this motherfucker out. Well, you know what, Chuck? I think it's about that time right now, actually.
What time would that be?
It's turbo time.
That's right, ladies and gents. We've got a TurboGrafx 16, or more specifically, a Turbo Duo pickup. Since this is a CD, we have Magical Dinosaur Tour complete.
Magical.
Got it for cheap. I think this was like $8 or $9. Dude, getting anything TurboGrafx sub $10 that isn't Keith Courage and Alpha Zones, the packing game, you're doing really well. So hey, this is another one for the collection, another one for the shelf. It's probably cheesy as shit, but I have a Turbo Duo, so what? It's like having a lightsaber. You don't have to care what anyone thinks.
A lightsaber that you use to cut turd logs.
It's still a lightsaber. So next up, we got a Sega CD game that, as you can see, is missing the manual. Don't you hate it when that happens? 'Cause damn it, those things are hard to find. We have Lodestar, The Legend of Tully Bodine, with Ned Beatty, post-deliverance.
Post-deliverance.
Not squealing like a pig. Not shooting anybody or anything like that.
Hopefully it's not taking a Lodestar.
It's a real-time kind of... You ever notice that when CD games took off, you know, between Sega CD and PlayStation, everything was like a racer or a space shooter? Like, all of them were. It's like, that was like the only genre for games. There was so little of anything else, and this one's no exception. You know, real motion capture movie, true video shit, and looks like a standard kind of space shooter where you're flying down something, shooting. I don't know. The game's probably gonna suck. So
it's gonna suck.
I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
It's gonna suck. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. God.
So Chuck, I think we're gonna have to rev up the OG Xbox Rapid Fire for this one.
Nice. Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
we got too much to get through, man. I don't think there's any other way to do this properly.
Fair enough.
But I don't want to do this alone. So you want to help me with it?
Let's do it.
All right. Rapid Fire in 3.
Rapid fire in 3.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Rapid fire.
Outlaw Volleyball.
Brute force.
Dungeons and Dragons Heroes.
Spy hunter.
Robotech Invasion.
Robotech battle cry.
RoboCop.
Dead man's hand. Also what I do when nobody's looking. I sit on it, I make it numb, and I just pretend it's a dead man and I just grab it. No, dead man's hand!
Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay.
Fucking Silent Hill 2!
I have 2 this time.
Oh.
At once.
2 at once.
Star Wars Clone Wars, Tetris World.
Boom!
Let's throttle back out of Rapid Fire for a second. Thank you, Nick. Because we got a few that we actually want to talk just a little bit about, man. We got some top flight shit here to share with you guys. The Suffering. I really cannot say enough about this game, but I don't want to say too much. I'm going to save that for the follow-up, part 2 to my original Xbox Hidden Gems video, where I'm just going to tell you guys about all the games that I just couldn't get to when I picked that original group, and I guarantee you that this is going to be on the list. I mean, this is just such a great franchise.
Dead or Alive, Extreme Beach Volleyball. Titty fist.
It just makes you giggle. I mean, it does. Starsky and Hutch, actually a very fun game. Not a AAA game by any stretch of the imagination, but the part that makes this game cool is one guy drives and the second player shoots, and it's actually light gun compatible. So one guy can drive the car and the other guy can light gun this shit. It's actually a lot of fun.
It looks like an updated Driver.
It kind of is, but just a little bit more silly. But, you know, the action, the music and everything, it's period correct for the show. I mean, this one, I don't know if I'd go as far as a hidden gem, but for like the $5 or whatever you can get this game, it's definitely fun.
I like your moves.
I like your style.
Tecmo Arcade. 11 classics. Well...
Yeah, 11.
Well, I'm not going to call them all classics. I mean, you got Bomb Jack, which is awesome. You got Tecmo Bowl. You got Rygar. You got some Strato Fighter. You got pinball action, but then there's a few that, you know, I'm not exactly sure about. Solomon's Key, I do know. I don't know about Pleiades. I don't know what the fuck that is. Pilates, something. Strato Fighter. You have Swimmer. I mean, as far as I know, you could just be a sperm. I don't know. I don't know that game. But check it out. It looks kind of fun. Ooh.
I mean, it's got Tecmo Bowl.
It's got Tecmo Bowl. I mean, it's worth it there.
Yeah.
That's it.
And last but certainly not least for the OG Xbox, we have the King of Fighters 2002 and 2003 double disc, 2 different sets of games. Dude, Fatal Fury, freaking World Heroes, like, yes, like everything that you want in an SNK game from the early 2000s, man, this has it. This one's definitely going to be going up in price, man. I mean, the graphics are awesome, the gameplay is awesome. If you love SNK Tournament Fighters and you have an OG Xbox and you collect, grab this game right now. So we got one Xbox 360 game this time, guys, and man, is it a doozy. Raiden Fighters Aces, which is a combination of several different Raiden games. Raiden. I keep mixing it up. I don't know what to call it. Raiden, whatever. I'm gonna call it Raiden right now, because it's right now. Raiden, right now.
Yeah, there you go.
So you got Raiden Fighters, Raiden Fighters 2, and Raiden Fighters Jet. So 3 games, all in one. As far as I'm concerned, this is like the best compilation of Raiden games out there. I mean, this is just, if you love the top-down, super-powered freaking shooter, man, this one is where it's at. Most bang for your buck. Looks great in HD on the Xbox 360. Dude, get on it. So next up, we got a handful of Wii games. We'll start off with the quick bargain bin dollar game, Wii Fit. It's $1.
If it shaves a couple pounds, why not?
I don't need to say anything else. It was $1. Next up, we got one that is, I will personally guarantee you have the Retro Game Lounge and Hall seal of approval, guaranteed that this is going to go up in value. These compilations, man, I've been saying this for a while. These things are going to be on the up and up. This time, SNK Arcade Classics 2. Let me read you the list here. Art of Fighting, Baseball Stars 2, Burning Fight, Fatal Fury, King of Monsters, Last Resort, Magician Lord, Metal Slug, Neo Turbo Master, Samurai Showdown, Sengoku, Shock Troopers, Super Sidekicks 3, King of Fighters 94, Top Hunter, World Heroes. This is so much awesome. Face, neck, and chest. I mean, dude, SNK greatest hits right here. Get it. And if that wasn't enough, we've got Data East arcade hits, man. Dude, let's run the list here. You know what? They didn't even have a list. All right. No, I'm going to let you do this one because I'm tired of talking.
Fuck a list. Here we go. Here's the list. You got Burger Time, Magical Drop 3, Street Hoop, Wizard Fire, Crude Buster, Bad Dudes, Side Pocket, Lock and Chase. I don't know about that. Burning Rubber, Express Raider, Caveman Ninja, Peter Pepper's Ice Cream Factory, Heavy Barrel, and Secret Motherfucking Agent.
Awesome arcade.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
All in one disc.
Look at this. Look at this. It's too much. It's just too much.
It's gonna break my Wii.
It might. It might actually break your.
I'm glad I have a backup. Well, several actually, but shit. Last up, we got one more compilation, man. This one I've been wanting to get forever. We've said this many times on Retro Game Hall, guys. Arcade shooters, as in the kind with a light gun, that is where the Wii shines. It is literally designed for that kind of thing from the get-go. And Nintendo has been smart enough to license these things for putting these things out. So, you know, bless them for doing that because that's a fantastic idea. So we got the Mad Dog McCree Gunslinger Pack. So you got Mad Dog McCree, Mad Dog McCree 2, and the Last Bounty Hunter, which are all from the same thing, all real time. They're all like real people. You know, it was a Laserdisc game. You know, like, hey Pilgrim, what are you doing in town? Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. You know, you cap the guy. That game was awesome.
Pow! Dick shot.
I mean, I don't know about you. I love Western games.
Oh, dude. Are you kidding? Anytime you get to strap on a single action army revolver and just shoot the shit out of people, it's always amazing.
Revolvers and strap-ons in the same game. That's some fucking insanely hardcore shit.
That would have made Red Steel a little bit better.
It was. So, you remember when you saw Mad Dog McCree for the first time? On at the big screen, it's like, dude, it's a live action game. It's live action actors. Like the Sega CD was like a really new thing at this point. This was on a big screen. You know, there's always a line. You know, to get up there and do the gun to take somebody out, you had to beat someone at a quick draw. That was like amazing back then. That was incredible. It was like playing a movie. You know, of course nowadays that's not a really big deal. It's like that's like fucking every Call of Duty game. But you know, back then this was like, you know, revolutionary shit.
This was some next level shit.
It was, dude. This was playing with super duper power.
Think about it. At some point, Pit Fighter was revolutionary.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that.
Let that sink in. Let that.
All right, let's wash that out of your brain.
Yeah, wash
Mad Dog McCree, Gunslinger Pack.
Good shit.
Wii. Get it. Got one Wii U game, Nintendo Land.
Awesome.
We're champions in this.
I was going to say this. Yeah, look it up. We whooped some ass on this.
We did.
Yeah.
We were Nintendo Land champions. Do a little mini rapid fire for PS2.
Mini rapid fire.
On 3.
On 3.
3, 2, 1.
Rapid fire!
Swashbucklers, Blue vs. Gray.
Rock Band.
ATV2, Quad Power Racing. So that about wraps up this part of this month's Retro Game Haul. Thank you everyone so much for stopping by and watching. As always, we're going to do part 2 where we're going to check out the accessories, collectibles, and just everything that we really couldn't fit into this video. Chucky, if you're like my Vanna White.
That's right.
I just thought about that, so I guess I'm Pat Sajak. Chucky, if you would show them where they can click that link to go to part 2.
Certainly, Jimbo.
Right there. You click that link right there, and that will take you to part 2 where we're going to check out the accessories, collectibles, just all the other cool little eccentric things that I have in my collection for this month. Again, thank you everyone so much for watching, and as we always say here on Retro Game Haul, to all of our fellow gamers, retro or not,
game on.
Next up, we actually have a sealed Game Boy Advance game. We got Cap Cop.
Cap Cop.
Cap Cop.
Freeze, motherfucker.